What's up, Dragon Brood? It's robot fighting time. Or at least vehicle fighting time. Now, I did try a couple of different versions of vehicles in the preseason, and I decided to move to an Esper version, which is going to be pretty interesting. We have some cards that, over the last couple of days, we've discovered have a little bit more value than some of the stuff we were playing. So we're going to try those out, see how it goes, and then we'll let you be the judge. But anyway, let's go take a look at this Esper Vehicles list. As always, need you to go show some love to our friends over at UltraPro at shop.ultrapro.com. Super great place with wonderful people. If you need to get some protective gear for any of your nerd collectibles, go over and check them out. They have a huge selection of stuff, just a little bit of everything, and it's awesome. Doesn't matter what game you play, go check them out. Now, this list, like I said, we moved into Esper, so I felt like it needed just a little bit of extra oomph from where we were. I guess oomph, if that's the word. Chutzpah? No, it's not really it. That's something else. But y'all know what I'm saying. It needed a little bit more. So we're going to go with this and see what happens. But we got 4 Hot Shot Mechanic because, well, it's cheap. It's a 2-1 and it gets to accrue everything. So we're obviously going to play this. Then we decided to play 2 Portable Hull, and mostly because the enchantment decks are around, and this is a good way to kind of deal with those. We also see people still trying to rock mono-white aggro, so you want to be able to remove a couple of problem cards there, namely stuff like Thalia or Luminarch Aspirant. Those are kind of 2 of the bigger problems, but if you can deal with those, great. Playing a couple copies of Armed and Armored. This card's actually super fantastic when you want to make some surprise blocks more than anything. But if you have a big kill turn with like 3 or 4 vehicles out, this works just as well. Now, this is a card I was experimenting with, and I think it's going to still be very good with Cathar Commando. And this is a 1 and 1 white for a 3-1 flash. Sacrifice it, destroy target artifact or enchantment for 1 mana. However, I like the fact that it's 3 power. I like the fact that it's flash. So this basically keeps your opponent from being able to remove a creature before you can get a crew in. And I have a feeling this is going to be very good on more than one occasion. So we're crossing our fingers that it works out the way we want. Now here, we've got Ingenious Smith, mostly because it helps us find more vehicles. But if it survives 2 or 3 turns, well then you get a 3-3, then a 4-4, and that seems pretty good. So we're going to hope this actually turns into something. I don't think it's good enough to play 4 because it's only 1 power, and we can't really crew anything with 1 power. Realistically, you really need to be able to crew at 3+, so this doesn't really check the box for us. Now, that being said, we're playing Kitsune Ace, who also can't crew stuff at 3+, but it does actually give vehicles first strike, which matters in a few situations, because your opponent can double block or triple block, try to take down your vehicles, and this is a way that you can kind of force worse or bad blocking situations on them. Mobilizer Mech. We like this. I think my initial list had 4, and I think I cut back on them, mostly because I felt like when you got them in multiples, it wasn't necessarily great, and it was before we added another card to the list that we'll talk about in a second. We're playing 3 Mulcatai Soul Ripper. This is a 4-3 for 2. You cruise for 2, so it can crew with everything in the deck, just about. However, whenever you attack, you can sacrifice an artifact or a creature, give it +1, and then it gains Menace as well. And it's a +1/+1 counter. And since we have so many artifacts in the deck, and we do actually even make some token creatures, we obviously want to go ahead and play this. Playing 2 Bank Busters because, honestly, we need a way to draw cards. That's really what this is about. So, 2 colorless, 4/4. You can pay 2, tap it, remove a counter from it. It comes into play with 3 counters. You can remove a counter, draw a card. If there's no charge counters on it, then you make a 1/1 pilot, and it crews for 2+. So it makes its own pilot over time. We're likely not going to be playing really long games, but there's some situations where if your opponent doesn't attack, you get to draw a card, and that's good enough. So we're going to see how that works out for us. And this is the card that when I played some practice games on day 1, this card, after we made the change, this was not near our list at all in the beginning, but Born to Drive is a fantastic card for this list. Mostly because, again, kind of like we were talking about with the Cathar Commando, this is instant speed creatures to crew with. So this comes out of nowhere. You can also just have 2 chump blockers if you need to set up your kill turn the following turn. Like, you can do a lot with it. And sometimes you can just play this spreading your damage around, and then your opponent doesn't have any good blocks, and then you get lethal, right? Because you can put this on a creature and maybe have it be like +3, +4, whatever. So, a couple of things this card does, and I like it a lot in this list. Then we're playing Prodigy's Prototype. This is the one I felt like I needed to play 4 of, just because getting that free pilot every turn is very big. And if you get these in multiples, then you're getting 2 pilots every time something attacks, and then you kind of start getting out of hand a little bit. And then this is the other thing. I to kind of please the fans here, we decided we're going to go ahead and play Greasefang. And that's one of the reasons I decided to go Esper, and also why I cut down one of the Mobilizer mechs, because there's a chance we can get some back with this. Now, the thing I do like about Greasefang is that it can crew everything on its own. It's a 4/3. Getting something back is nice. I don't think it's going to happen that often, though, because there's so many exile effects right now. But it's still relevant, and it's a big body on its own. Sometimes you can just attack with this alongside your vehicles, and that's good enough, too. Now, I wish it wasn't 3 toughness, because that makes it a little bit of a liability, but it does only cost 3 mana, so a 4/3 on rate of 3 is pretty good, and you do get upside on its ability. Then we have 3 Search Hacker mechs, mostly because we needed some extra removal of some kind, right? We can't just lean on the portable holes and stuff. This is another way to get things out of the way, which we like. And you're usually going to be able to do it for 4 or 6, so you can kill most problematic things and planeswalkers, so that's pretty nice, especially, again, where you're trying to set up a kill turn and just clear the path for, like, 2 vehicles to attack. Our lands, we're going with 2 Iganjo, 2 Plains, 1 Island, 1 Otawara, 3 Deserted Beach, 4 each of Hingegate Pathway and Brightclimb Pathway, 2 Shattered Sanctum, and 4 Mech Hanger. So I don't think we're going to have trouble casting our spells. We should be pretty good there. But, you know, I'm sure we're going to adjust numbers or not, so be sure to watch to the end of the video, because we will have some updates for you on, after we play the games, what we think we should make as far as changes. Also, please watch to that part of the video, because the more the video you watch, the more our videos get shared, and I can grow the channel, and that's super awesome. And I always have a card spotlight for you at the end of the video, so you get to learn a little bit of something. So, I'll see you on the other side. No vehicles in this opener, but we're going to keep it. And I'm going to hope that some combination of vehicles shows up to bail us out. Good news is the opponent didn't play anything on 1. Bad news is could just be a mid-rangey control thing. And then all of this is going to suck. So, I mean, I guess we could play the Smith and just let them kill it, since we don't really have any artifacts anyway. And save this since it's more damage. Sure. Since we didn't have much choice there. Now, the good news is we do have Born to Drive to make some creatures that we could sacrifice to this, which is cool. If we so choose. This isn't bad of a pickup either, so we don't hate that. Next turn, we could flash this in, then kill that if we want. So that's a real thing. Alright. Opponent chose not to block. Only mildly surprising. Alright. Cloudsteel Kieran. And an Eye Twitch, which they most definitely can block with. Now the Kieran is an artifact, so we could try to flash in and kill it if we really wanted to. This is actually a little bit of a better answer, so maybe we don't do that. Alright. So, how do we want to deal with this? If we play this, this gets a bonus and becomes easier to attack with. But then the problem becomes, do we want to get rid of the Kieran, or do we want to get rid of the Eye Twitch? Both are kind of annoying here, not gonna lie. We could also just play Born to Drive on the Smith and try to go ham. Like, oh, it has to be 2 or less anyway. Alright, so we'll just get rid of that. That's fine. I kind of do want to put one of these on the Smith, to be honest. Like, I'm very tempted. Very tempted. Because but it only gets +1 for each other creature, not for each creature. Oh, just creature and or vehicle, actually. So this would be a 5/5. They'd still be able to kill it. That's a little sad. If we're gonna do that, let's just do this. Screw this. Attack with this for sure. You know what? I'm kind of into it. Let's just do it. All right. That wasn't the worst exchange. Thought that was going to go a little bit more problematic, but I will take that. Only downside is it does weaken our Search Hacker mech, but that's okay, I guess.
I've learned much during my travels. Let me show you.
Alright, so get rid of a creature.
Sad to see you go.
Oh, Bankbuster, you are late. That is not going to get us there. Now, we can just kill the Planeswalker, so I mean, I guess we do that. Does that make sense?
I guess that's that.
And then we pass. We could always kill this if necessary, but we shall see if it makes sense to or not. And another eye twitch. Fair enough. Alright, no blocks. Okay, I'm just gonna put this on white. Unfortunately, I want to play Bankbuster here, but I think our best strategy is actually to play flash in the commando. I mean, if we make 2 creatures here, yeah, that's fine. That's probably the smarter play. Flash in commando. Use commando, kill the festivity, and then just minimize our damage. I think that's correct. Alright, opponent doesn't want to give us anything. Alright, fair. I guess we had the opponent scared. I'm alright with that. Let's flash this in, see if the opponent has anything to say about it. See if the opponent has anything to say about that. No? No responses at all from the opponent. Very, very interesting. Well, I'm going to assume they have some kind of kill card here, but I'm also, you know, a little bit stubborn. Let's use these 2 to crew this. Because unfortunately, they only crew for 3. And then we'll attack. Seems all right. Yeah. And then we'll go ahead and use this to get rid of that. Okay. We've somewhat stabilized, not quite there yet. I mean, if the opponent puts this on something else, we're going to have a little bit of a hard time surviving. So the Infernal Grasp, our big thing. Fair enough. We're going to have to get rid of this Kieran before they get another creature to put it on. That does not help us get that. However, we do have Bankbuster, which could make a difference. So, this is weird, because we kind of want a card, but also crewing Bankbuster to crew this lets us attack for more damage, as weird as that is. Though, actually, opponent's only at 7. We could just play this and attack for 7. What am I doing? Alright. Attack for 7? Oh, well, that worked too. I thought they had a kill card. I'll take it. Opponent goes first. And we really don't have much going on here, do we? Let's mulligan this one. Ooh, I would have rather kept the first hand. I guess we go with this. Yeah, this is not a good one. I think this is going to lead to us being dead if this is the green-white enchantments deck. Yep. I was going to say, unless we found a portable hole there, we were going to be in a lot of trouble. Boy. What are we looking to do here? Probably just come over the top, I guess. Maybe they have a slow hand. Alright. Ranger class. Oh, Machiko's very good. That's going to deal a lot of damage here. Alright. That's a 5-ball. That does not help us really here. Though, if we can produce some blockers, this could become a real thing. Okay. So let's think about this. If we Born to Drive, no, that won't do it. I think we just have to take a big hit next turn. Like, yeah, I think we just have to play this and take the hit. And then next turn, Born to Drive, or Greasefang, crew one of these, get this other one to attack, get us the pilot, and be able to leave some blockers back. Might be our only real play here. Because, I mean, we're going to take, what, at least 8 here? I would think. Oh, they're going to Beseiju one of these? Well, that's going to be unfortunate. Nope, just another naturalist. I say just. I mean, it's going to allow... Oh, borrowed time is what they were planning to do. I see. Well, the plus side is we only take 7. And then we can mostly deal with what the opponent's planning to do here. Unfortunately, they exiled, so we don't get to use Greasefang to bring anything from the graveyard. Alright, I guess we just got to let it ride. The opponent has 1 card left. They're soon to be able to attack with their land. However, we can block with Mobilizer Max. So there's that. Alright. Put the counter on. Yep, that makes sense. We will go ahead and flash these duders in. Or channel them in, I should say. Crew up. And then this is a big deal because it gets rid of an enchantment as well. Because we're going to be very, very low on this coming turn. Hotshot Mechanic might actually help here. Greasefang can block something fairly effectively. We either get Bankbuster and Mobilizer. But if we play this, we do get to crew both easily. And that's a real thing. And then if one dies, I guess we get Greasefang the following turn. Oh boy, this is tough, y'all. Alright. I think I'm just going to go the way of more bodies. And hope this helps solve our problem. Alright. Not sure if this is going to get us where we want to go, but we got to try. We at least weathered the storm, and that's kind of all we can ask for right now. Alright, opponent's going to look at the top of their library. Okay. That's going to be a 6/6. We'll crew one of these. And then crew this one. And then we're going to double block and hope for the best. I mean, I'm not sure this is the best thing, but, like, we got nothing else. Okay. We survived the tough parts. Okay, this isn't bad either. This is actually an okay card to draw here. Just what do we want to do with Bankbusters? Do you want to do with this? I mean... there are definitely choices here. And the problem is, because this flies, we have to be careful, because we're only at 3, so we can't ever really attack with our Mobilizer back, which kind of sucks. Let's do this. Let's go with this. And this. I'm willing to crew this. And if they want to trade here, as much as I want the cards, I think because we have Greasefang, I'm willing to risk it here. And do we crew attack with this too? Trying to think. You have 1, 2, 3, 4. We would have 1, 2, 3 blockers. Nah, looks like just Bankbuster, sadly. Alright. That's all we can really do here. Hallowed Haunting. That's not going to be fun. Yep. Alright. That does give the opponent a lot of blockers. And soon their creatures are about to all have flying. Because they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 enchantments already. Okay. Oh, another mobilizer mech. That's not what we were looking for. Oh, boy. Well, I guess we play one, we can attack with one. So there's that. Man, I kind of want to play Kitsune, but I also want to draw a card with our Bankbuster. But I also feel like not attacking here is the wrong answer as well. I think I'm just going to draw. Oh, that actually could help. Okay. All right. That's not bad. That's not bad. Okay. And in a way, I don't even know if I want to get rid of Ranger class, because that's more problematic, but so is this. But if we save, the problem is we end up having to use the commander on our turn too. So it doesn't really help us the way we want it to. It's kind of unfortunate. It's one of those cases where it's almost good enough, but not really. Uh-oh. What are they looking to do? I'm probably getting rid of another creature. They're just passing. Going to the attack step? Nope. Oh boy, this is intense. Okay, alright. That's something. So this both gets rid of enchantments and makes things less problematic. Oh, what do we get? I don't know if I want to get rid of enchantment more, or what our plan is here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they need 7, 8. So they got to have 2 more, right? If you control 7 or more, actually, ugh. So we kind of need to kill. Yeah, we're just in a bad spot here. Got to do it though. Kill this duder. Crew this, which lets me attack with this. All right. Can I not crew? Oh, it wouldn't let me for a second there. That was weird. I think that's all we can afford to attack with, sadly. I mean, I guess we could attack with Bankbuster because we can get it back next turn. So yeah, sure. Whatever. Like, at some point, we're just doing what we can do here. And if the Spirited Companion dies, that's 1 less enchantment they have. So we're not opposed to getting rid of that for sure. Oh, weird. The opponent did not want to block with the wolf and save a creature. That is good to know. All right. Well, we're starting to clear the path a little bit. And as long as we keep mobilizer mechs, this won't be too bad here. All right. So we'll crew. And double block. I mean, they get to kill off our first dude. And then we get to just kill it after that. I mean, if you got a pump spell, you got a pump spell. Like, we'll live with it. Because, I mean, we can just get Surge Mech back anyway. Oh, weird. That was an interesting choice. Alright. Oh, man, I think we finally turned the corner, y'all. It took a long time, but we finally got there. Whew. You have no idea how good this feels. Alright, we're going to attack with just one mobilizer mech, I believe. Actually, I'm not even going to attack with the mobilizer mech, because we keep them both back. Even if this gets a +1/+1, we can still kill it. So, what I'm going to do is just get back a Bank Buster. I'm going to crew it. And then I'm going to attack with this. If I attack for 10, puts them at 18. Can we finish them next turn with 5 coming out of the yard? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Yes. The answer is yes. So I don't even think we have to do that. We could just do this and be fine. Alright. Alright, because this goes back to my hand. Ooh, forgot about that. Okay, well, may not matter. Alright. Woo! Woo! Oh boy, what do we do with this? Oh, this is so close. You know what? Let's keep it. Let's keep it. I'm mostly keeping here because we can play this and then flash this in and get a surprise blocker, maybe. And then the next turn play Greasefang. And I think that's something. I mean, like, I don't know what it is. Like, maybe. Alright, looks like we're up against some ninjas. Good news is, Mobilizer Mech has flying. That's going to be annoying.
Hope you're ready for some mind games.
Alright. Kato phases out.
Thanks. I'll be taking that now.
Oh, this is interesting. So now we have a hotshot mech. And then we're going to have this to be able to kill something next turn. I'm wondering if I just want to play Greasefang here. And just be mana efficient. Alright, I think we will. End the turn. I mean, because if Greasefang dies, we have a backup. So we're not really concerned about it. And the opponent would have to have some combination of 2 removal cards here to make this just really bad for us. And even then, we have another Greasefang, so it's not the worst thing in the world. We could play Greasefang and Hotshot Mechanic. I mean, if their hand's just 2 removal cards, then, like, it is what it is. Yeah, exactly. You just accept it and say, alright, you got it, opponent. Okay. We're still at 16, though, and the opponent's running out of resources here, so this isn't the worst thing, honestly. Alright, so we could play this, kill a thing. I think we wait, obviously. It's just what do we think next turn looks like? But I think we do this. Go ahead and play this. We get to regrow this. Let's go ahead and crew it. Using this so we can actually keep Greasefang up. We'll go after this duder.
I was hoping you wouldn't
All right.
notice me.
That's all we had in our graveyard. So we're kind of done with the Greasefang shenanigans, unfortunately. Well, that's gonna hurt a little bit. Alright, plus side is next turn. Ooh, I was about to say next turn we could just kill that, but maybe we could do it this turn? I mean, well, no, we can set up this turn. Maybe kill them the following turn. Wasn't expecting to see an Emerith here. I'm just trying to decide if I want to waste this or not, because like we could kill the Moon Circuit Hacker, potentially kill Kato next turn. Let's do that, because here the opponent has to attack to get a card and not have to discard. And if they just play Emerith, so be it. I mean, attack with Emerith, fine. Now, if they... Well, they can't Emerith and Emerith because it's legendary. I mean, I guess they could and just play another one to block, but whatever. Ugh. Okay, then. I'll discard a vehicle. Actually, let's discard this vehicle. Because it doesn't look like they're going to kill our Greasefang. I'll gamble. I mean, if they kill our Greasefang, we lose probably here. But I'm up for a gamble on this one. Alright. Well, that's still not bad. Not great, not bad. But if we get an untapped land, we still get to play both of these. Alright, opponents get in there with Emerith, sure. Alright, they get a pile of cards. Alright, so now they're kind of back into a good spot here, but... Oh, well, that's nifty. Totally wasn't expected. Let's crew this. Because why not? Kill this duder. Though they probably have another by now.
Learned what I needed to.
Let's crew this. Get in there for 10. Because why not? Alright, that's big, because now we have Armed and Armored in hand, and we can give stuff the ability to attack even if they kill our creatures, which is kind of nice. And the opponent now knows that we can deal 4 damage to something. Alright, Meat Hook, sure. We will take our 2, they get to draw cards. Alright, so now they probably want to kill something, right? So how do we want to deal with this? Like, we could play Ripper, we could play this, and then try to get a bunch in there with Armed and Armored? Maybe? Because we're only at 9, so, I mean, they can hit us for at least 8 next turn, plus that puts us in a problem where Meat Hook could kill us. So that's a little bit of a downside here. I think we've lost this one. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we're not going to be able to produce enough damage. Alright, we're dead. We go first with no... I mean, I guess we have Greasefang, so sure, why not? Like, not the ideal situation, but, you know, it'll work. Alright, so let's get a Mobilizer mech down. Oh no! Is this going to be in a braid? I wouldn't blame the opponent if it was. Alright, having a backup Greasefang here is kind of nice, though. Let's... well, yeah, let's not. I want to make sure we can block, at least prevent some of the extra mana production from the opponent here. And then worst case scenario, if we are lucky, And we get to keep the Grease Fang. We can play Prototype and we can start making blockers. If we're not so lucky, well, this is going to go very badly. I mean, they could fight Grease Fang here, which is probably going to happen. Yep, thought something of that sort might occur. And now we're likely just blocking for the sake of blocking. All right. I mean, if they can just kill it, they can kill it. That's fine. We're making them spend more cards on things we're going to be able to get back out of the yard anyway. Oh, so actually ended up not being bad at all. Okay, then. So now what's our plan here? Because we don't really love having the Grease Fang, but I think we got to anyway. Because we can't not play anything, because letting the Stormseeker flip to the backside would have been horrendous for us here. What I'm hoping for is at least... Okay, let's see what they do here. And then attacking, huh? Just that. So this says they don't have any pump spells. And if they do, we're okay just losing this, because Grease Fang is going to get it back. So, fine. Instant speed removal of some kind? Because I'm just thinking, if you have a way to pump, like, I'm assuming you're attacking with the Reckless Stormseeker as well. It doesn't appear to be the case, though. Ooh, Lena. Now we've got a problem on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, boy. Now we have a real problem on our hands. Though, we've got flyers and they don't. And we're about to have more blockers. This isn't going to be good against anything anymore, because Lena's going to make toughness bigger than 4 anyway, plus this gives something haste. Randomly, there may be 1 or 2 things we could kill with it, but don't feel like we can rely on that. So let's go ahead and just play this. Let's crew. Actually, wait. Cancel. Because... Oh, no, it actually never went to the graveyard. That's the same one in play. For some reason, I thought I had another one in hand. Alright, then. Submit 0. We'll just attack. And deal the 2. Or 3, I guess it is. Because Halana and Lena aren't going to block there. Yes, they have reach, but they're not going to block. Now this gives us a little bit of wiggle room, depending on how this plays out. Pack leader, annoying. Yep, so Halana is going to make something +3 here. Yep. If the opponent does this correctly. Which they are. Oh, and they're attacking with everybody? Why 4? This must be where that burn spell is going to come in, huh? Well... I mean, I guess we gotta try. It's not Snakeskin Veil. I mean, here's the thing. If we block Storm... I mean, we gotta try to block Lena, I guess. They probably just have another one in hand. Okay. It's still a big ol' hit. Ooh. This is not bad here, though. Ooh, nice. Alright, don't hate that, that's for sure. We get to crew any of these if we want. This is going to make another pilot, so we don't mind that. Opponent's at 17. We can't quite kill them, huh? Whenever one or more vehicles you control check. That's alright. We can get 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 in. Ugh, not enough. Not enough. We can get them. We can attack for 7, put them at 10. Still have a pilot to crew if we want to, or chump block. This can possibly kill something next turn. Oh boy. Alright, I think I'm going to attack with these two. I mean, how brave am I? Do I attack with this? I mean, we're at 12. Even if it's another Helena and Elena, we should still be able to chump block enough. Ah, they have a lot of hasty things, though. I need at least 2 blockers, though I could crew this to crew one of these. So, ugh. Alright, we're going to go for it. I think this is the right play. And we can take out something huge next turn, even if we lose a vehicle here. So I feel like it's worth it. Oh, alright. This hand feels a little sketchy, but we're going to go ahead and keep it. We're going to try to find some vehicles for later. Alright, I guess we'll go with this. Not sure if we're going to do anything with this Ingenious Smith, but I would actually like to play this and then maybe a portable hole. Let's put this on white for now. We don't really need more than 1 black mana. We already have that with the Shattered Sanctum. This is just green, green, huh? Alright, I don't think this portable hole is going to get to remove anything unless they play like the 3-3. Ooh, actually, do I kind of want this instead? Nah, we want this. We've got the mana for it, so why not? Any chance you want to just play a 3-3 wolf? Nope. Well, this portable hole's not going to be very good, is it? Well, that kind of wrecks our plans a bit here. I guess we just pass. Maybe I should have taken that other ship. Actually, I didn't have a way to cast the other ship until I drew the deserted beach, though, to be honest. So I kind of get it. Alright, that's going to be somewhat annoying. I think we just take 5 here. Yeah, I mean, I could also just... I missed the blocking step anyway. That's fine. I was thinking I could have just made pilots and then block with one of the pilots, but... Okay. I think we're just going to try to get this mammoth with an Iganjo if we can. The problem is if they play a land first, we're not going to be able to kill it. So that's kind of a downside. Yeah, because that would be attacking or blocking. So we could just play this. I mean, what are the odds they don't have a land? Probably pretty low, right? We have a fair amount of blockers here, though, so let's go for it. And if they just have some trample action for us that makes us sad, so be it. We'll live with the consequences. I'm going to leave 2 creatures back in case they have a fight spell or something here. We don't get completely wrecked. Yep. Oh, so they had more than just a land. They had the land that they want here. Alright, we have a target for our portable hole. Yay us. That's a thing. Roiling Earth. Alright, they're going to make this mammoth as big as humanly possible. Probably also making at least 2 other cats, I would think. Nope, they're just making... Yeah, okay, they are making cats. Alright. Sure. We will block with one of these. That's a lot of work to not get a whole lot of stuff out of that. Okay, but that does not help our case any now, does it? Now, we can portable hole one of them and then attack with this, and they could double block. I think we're kind of okay with that if that happens. Now, they can also sacrifice their Evolving Wilds to make their stuff more. So there's a thing. So realistically, the only thing we can do here is attack and then just use Iganjo, I think, is the best play. So let's tap this. And then we'll attack. Give the opponent a moment to believe they got us. Like, I'm gonna double block, give each of my creatures +1/+1. How you like that? And then we get to kill one, and then they don't have anything, and then it's awesome. Yeah, we gotta wait for them to resolve all their things and make their choices, and then we can kill one. All right. And that gives everything +1. So let's go ahead and just kill it. If they have a Snakeskin Veil or whatever, then, like, congratulations. Like, you got us. Okay, and we'll go ahead and play a land, and we'll end the turn. Okay, they still have 4 cards in hand. So we got to find some extra help. We really need another vehicle. Another Surge mech would probably be really good. Oh, that's going to be bad for us. There's almost nothing good that comes with us unless they somehow magically whiff on all 5 cards. Or maybe get a couple of things that are small and don't matter. Nope, that was the wrong thing for us. Yep, that was bad. Now we're pretty much dead. If we had flyers, I think we would still have a chance. But we do not. Yep. Opponent got the good draw here. Well, we really didn't get but 1 vehicle, which is very sad. Yep. This unfortunately will not help us enough. Alright. Alright, I'm going to keep it. We got all our colors, so I'm just going to hope for the best here. Like, I'm not really sure what I'm expecting to go down, but I feel like we got to try. Okay, that was not quite what I was expecting. But good that we at least drew it, so I played this for... I would have probably done that anyway, though, since we have Sanctum. And then this can still make blue. And if they want to kill it, that's cool. We get to set up a Born to Drive the turn after, and then maybe try to go ham after that. Alright. Kill our duder. No? Yes? No? Maybe? 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 I've been seeing a few versions of this round. I've been working on one myself, but definitely different than what a lot of others look like, so... But each list I've been seeing is a bit different, which is kind of interesting. Not a bad thing. Alright, so now we have something we can block with. Next turn, we could Bankbuster and Portable Hole, or we could just Born to Drive and then try to have some pilot shenanigans. Or we could channel a Born to Drive and then play a Born to Drive, and that's actually pretty cool too. Alright, Commando deals 1 to each opponent and each Planeswalker. Alright, well, I don't have a Planeswalker, so there's that. Synthesizer, okay. Oh, you're kidding. How lucky. Well, there goes my pilot. Guess I'll crew so I can block. It's really not the end of the world, though. We're fine. Opponent doesn't know we have black yet, so I think I'm still good with this. And then now here they can try some shenanigans or whatever, and we can try to Born to Drive and see what we can do. Rabbit battery. Sure. So the rabbit battery gets the token. All right. Okay, now do they have the wherewithal to put the rabbit battery on something? Does not look to be the case. All right. Let's channel this here Born to Drive. And we're going to crew this up. Why is it not letting me? Oh, opponent had priority and they weren't passing. I guess they have a way to kill something here. All right. We're going to block here, and we're going to block here. And then when this dies, this puts a counter on the creature, but then that's just going to go back to their hand. So sure, we'll just take 2 here. Yeah, we can totally live with that exchange. More than reasonable. I mean, we've exhausted the majority of their cards here at this point, and their mana, so I'll take it. Now, this is... Let's see, exile top card of library until end of turn. So if we get rid of that now, they actually don't get to do anything with it. Or we could get rid of this that just doesn't become a 2/2, which is also fine. I mean, we could get rid of both. It's not the worst thing either. So let's do that. Resolve that. Cool. Get rid of that. And then we'll pass. So we can block with the Bank Buster. Ah, they had another synthesizer. Fair enough. More land? Alright. Means they could actually make the Samurai next turn if they wanted to. This is a setup. This means they can kill our Bank Buster, doesn't it? Yep, that's a burn spell in hand. We're going to 11. I was born at night, but it wasn't last night. You ain't tricking me, opponent. I know better. But it doesn't do us any good if we're not drawing anything. Doesn't help our scenario at all. Alright, we'll attack. I think we're going to be blocking and bank bustering a card, and I think that's all we're going to get out of this. Oh, they're going to play with Fire Us. Alright. I mean, reasonable. We're only at 9, so if they can keep finding burn or whatnot, it makes sense. I would probably do the same. There's a point where, you know we're going to get extra cards or whatever, and it's going to get hard for you to punch through, so you got to start looking at going upstairs at some point. Alright, Samurai gets them a card, maybe a card they can't cast. It's a land. Something they can probably use. Alright. We're going to Born to Drive again. And then we're going to crew. I mean, if it's a burn spell, it's a burn spell. We at least get a card out of this. I thought about double blocking with the tokens, but didn't think it was worth it. Alright, we'll go ahead and get a card. It's not bad, I guess. That, however, is bad. Okay. Alright, well, let's see what happens here. Commando, we take 1. Yep. Alright, flash this in. And this is whenever you cast your next creature spell. Oh, no! No, 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 no. This is not what we want. Not like this. Not like this. Alright. Might as well hold tight. There's a chance they don't even get a creature. Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright, Ingenious Smith, but I'm gonna... Well, you know what? We gotta look for vehicles. I was gonna save it in case it died, but nah. We're gonna go find something now. Let's play the land, so we still get the option to destroy this when it flips, because it'll still be an enchantment creature. Alright, you want to kill the Smith or no? I'm assuming no, but maybe. Alright, We'll pass. Where they might shoot us. I don't know. The commando's annoying for them, though, because it can pick off the most problematic creature or thing as necessary. And once we start attacking with the prototype, we start getting infinite blockers. Not infinite, but you know what I mean. Alright, well, we'll use this to kill this. Alright. I'll say, what you bring in here, opponent? Oh, there we go. There we go. Now we're in business. Because then we get double pilot action here. This is what we wanted. I should have just attacked with the other 1/1s, actually, knowing we're going to replace them. But I think we got it from here. Yep. Whew. All right, y'all. That actually was a little bit of a head scratcher because it played pretty well, but it had a couple of small bumps in the road that I'm still kind of churning around in my head how to deal with. But I think the answer is this. I think we want to cut one Soul Ripper and play an additional Bank Buster, because I think just having the option to draw those extra cards is really good. So I want to do that. And then I think I'm actually going to cut Kitsune Ace, and we're going to play the white adversary. Intrepid Adversary is the white one. I think we're going to play that because it's 3 power, which means we can crew just about everything. But also being able to pump everything makes crewing easier, and it makes our vehicles bigger, and it can also gain us life, which we don't have a way to gain life in the deck right now either. So that gives us a little bit extra life gain since we're going to have some slower starts at times. It's going to give us extra ways to draw cards, and it's just going to make crewing and everything a lot smoother. So I think those two changes fix any of the issues we ran into. So if you want to check it out, I will have those updated in the video, or in the link for this video. There you go. Now for today's card spotlight, we're going to talk about Alayla, something artful for Provocateur, I think is the name of the card, but it is a 4-mana creature. But the thing about Alayla is this is actually another card from Theros that a lot of people really didn't play much of, and I think this might have actually been in one of the decks and not actually in the set itself. But regardless, this is a card that would work in this type of list, right? Every time we play an artifact, we get another 1/1 to block with, which could also be used to help crew things, and then our flyers would also get a bonus. So yeah, I don't think I'd play a lot, but it's the type of card I would probably splash 2 of in here and just have that be our top end. But that being said, the card actually carries a little bit of value still. It's between $2 and $3. So for a card that you don't really see much of or people aren't really playing, it's really just kind of carrying its weight in Commander in a couple of specialized decks. So if you want one, they're pretty cheap. You may not have seen this because, like I said, it wasn't a thing you really saw a lot get played in Standard. So if you're new, hopefully this is some information that helps you out. If you're not new, hey, this card's still worth a couple bucks if you want to go sell it. Now, like I mentioned, don't forget today's deck list will be down in the description below, along with links to our Facebook gaming page, our Twitch streams, and our Discords. If you want to come by, say hi, talk about decks, sometimes get a little bit of an update on what's going on before everybody else. But if you come to live streams, you get to be part of the input ahead of time, and maybe even get to suggest what we get to play. Speaking of which, if you'd be so kind, consider joining the channel. For as little as 99 cents, you can help me out here. We have 3 levels, and each level has some different rewards. Speaking of, if you're a level 2 or higher, there's going to be a reward coming this week, so keep your eyes peeled for that. And ears, so to speak. And if you can't do that, please consider just hitting the like button, because that does help out a whole lot. And some of y'all have been doing that, and I really appreciate it. It's done a bunch here this week. Thank you so much. Also, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Hit the notification bell and choose all notifications so you don't miss all these videos we're going to be putting up. But that's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.